You've probably heard that smart people are better with money, that a high IQ or a good education is your ticket to financial security. Here's the strange part. That's not what the data shows. In fact, some of the smartest people in the world, doctors, lawyers, engineers, are making the same simple, predictable, and utterly devastating money mistakes that everyone else does. They are selling winning stocks too early, holding losing stocks too long, and paying hundreds of dollars for warranties they will never use. Consider this. A study of over 78,000 brokerage accounts found that the households who traded the most frequently earned the lowest returns, not because they were unlucky, because they were overconfident, and the most active traders were often the most educated. Another study looked at the financial behavior of Ivy League graduates. It found that they were no better at avoiding high-interest credit card debt than high school dropouts. All that education, all that training in logic and statistics, and yet the same mistakes. The conventional wisdom is wrong. Intelligence does not protect you from bad financial decisions. In some cases, it might even make them worse. I'm going to show you the invisible architecture inside your own brain, the specific cognitive rules that make even a genius act irrationally the moment money is involved. By the end of this class, you will understand why your own intelligence can betray you, and you will walk away with 4 concrete tools to outsmart your own brain. Let's start with a real-world example. The study I mentioned, 78,000 brokerage accounts, was conducted by economists Brad Barber and Terence Odian. They found that the people who traded their stocks the most frequently earned the lowest returns, not because they were unlucky, because they were overconfident. They believed they knew more than the market. Here's the kicker. The most active traders were often the most educated. They had more access to information, more charts, more data, and they used all of that to trade more and earn less. Why does this happen? Because education can feed overconfidence. The more you know, the more you trust your own judgment. And the more you trust your own judgment, the more likely you are to make bold bets, trade frequently, and ignore warning signs. This is the intelligence trap. More information and more confidence are only valuable if your underlying model of the world is correct. If it's wrong, you're just an expert at being wrong with great certainty. And the financial industry is built to exploit this. They sell you the dream that with just a little more research, a little more insight, you can beat the system. But the math says otherwise. After fees, taxes, and bad timing, the vast majority of active traders underperform the simple, boring buy and hold strategy. There is another layer to this trap. Smart people are also better at constructing elaborate justifications for their bad decisions. A doctor who buys a stock at its peak can write a 5-page memo explaining why it was a good idea. A lawyer who holds a losing investment for years can cite 10 different reasons why it will turn around any day now. Intelligence doesn't prevent mistakes. It just gives you better tools to rationalize them. But this isn't just about overconfidence. It's about a fundamental flaw in how every brain is wired. This brings us to the central idea of the video. The human brain does not make financial decisions based on logic. It makes them based on comparisons. It's a rule as ancient as Aristotle, but it was formalized in 1979 by the psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky in a theory called prospect theory. They won a Nobel Prize for this work because it fundamentally changed how economists understand human behavior. Here is the single most important finding from their research. The pain of losing $100 is about 2.5 times more powerful than the pleasure of gaining $100. That is not a guess. It is a measured, replicable statistical fact. In experiment after experiment, people consistently demand to be paid about $250 to give up something they already own that they would only pay $100 to acquire. Losses hit harder every time. Think about what that means. It means your brain will actively work to avoid a loss, even if taking that loss is the mathematically correct decision. It's why you hold on to a losing stock for years, hoping it will come back. Selling would mean admitting a loss, and your brain would rather wait forever than feel that pain. It's why you refuse to sell your car for what it's actually worth. You anchor to what you paid, not what the market says. It's why you stay in a bad subscription, because you've already paid for the month. That money is gone. It should not affect your decision. But your brain treats the sunk cost as a loss you haven't yet accepted. You aren't being stupid. You are being human. Your brain is literally wired to feel the loss of $100 more than the gain. And that's just the start. There are other predictable biases embedded in your neural architecture. Take the endowment effect. When you own something, your brain automatically values it more than the exact same thing you don't own. A coffee mug given to you as a gift suddenly feels worth $10. When you are just a buyer, that same mug feels worth $5. Same mug, different brain state. Take present bias. Your brain systematically overvalues immediate rewards and undervalues future ones. A $10 reward today feels better than a $15 reward next month. That is why saving for retirement is so hard. Your future self is a stranger to your present brain. Take mental accounting. Your brain creates separate buckets for money based on where it came from. A $1,000 tax refund feels like found money that you can spend freely. A $1,000 bonus from your job feels like it should be saved. The dollars are identical. Your brain treats them differently. All of these biases are normal. They are not signs of stupidity. They are features of how your brain evolved to survive in a world of immediate threats, not complex financial markets. But the financial system is perfectly calibrated to exploit every single one of them. Now, this system isn't all bad. These mental shortcuts, called heuristics by psychologists, are incredibly efficient for making quick decisions about survival. If you see a shadow that might be a predator, you don't have time to calculate probabilities. You run. That's loss aversion working for you. The trade-off is that this speed makes you vulnerable in complex, artificial environments like the stock market, the housing market, or a credit card agreement written in fine print. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman, in his book Thinking, Fast and Slow, describes two systems in your brain. System 1 is fast, automatic, emotional. It is the ancient rulemaker. System 2 is slow, deliberate, logical. It is the mathematician. The problem is that System 2 is lazy. It takes effort to engage. When you are tired, stressed, or busy, System 1 runs the show. And System 1 is terrible at compound interest, probability, and long-term planning. Understanding your brain's biases is a powerful tool. It helps you see the hidden architecture of your own decisions. However, just knowing about a bias doesn't make you immune to it. It's like knowing you should eat less sugar. You know it's bad, but the craving is still there. Researchers have found that even professional traders with decades of experience still exhibit loss aversion. They still hold losers too long. Knowledge alone is not enough. The goal isn't to eliminate your instincts. That is impossible. The goal is to build a system that overrides them when the stakes are high. So, if our own brains are working against us, what's the actual solution? The financial system is perfectly calibrated to exploit this architecture. It was not designed by villains. It was designed by profit-seeking companies who discovered, through trial and error, what makes you click, buy, and hold. Why do stores display the original price crossed out next to the sale price? That's anchoring. They are giving your brain a high number, the anchor, so the real price feels cheap. The original price may be fake, it may have never been charged, but your brain doesn't check. It just compares. Why are there so many subscription free trials? That's the endowment effect. Once you've used the product for a week, your brain decides you own it. Canceling the subscription now feels like a loss, which you are hardwired to avoid. Companies know that a significant percentage of users will simply forget to cancel or will feel too much discomfort to click that button. Why do credit card companies offer 0% interest for 12 months? That's a present bias. Your brain sees the immediate benefit, no interest today, and discounts the future cost. By the time the interest kicks in, you are already hooked. Why do casinos use chips instead of cash? That's mental accounting. Cash feels real. Chips feel like play money. Your brain puts them in a different mental bucket and makes it easier to lose. Why do brokerage apps use green for gains and red for losses? That's the loss aversion. The color red triggers an emotional response. They want you to feel that pain so you trade more. Every trade makes them money. It's a system designed by people who have studied your weaknesses to get you to act against your own long-term interest. But it's not a conspiracy. It's just the inevitable result of a profit-driven market meeting a predictably irrational brain. The good news is that once you see the architecture, you can start to build defenses. So, after all this, what's the answer? The most successful investors and savers aren't the ones with the highest IQs. They are the ones who have built systems to protect themselves from their own brains. Here is the rule. When it comes to major financial decisions, default to slow. Before you sell a stock, Wait 48 hours. The market will still be there. Your anxiety will likely fade, and you will make a better decision. Before you cancel a subscription, ask yourself, if I didn't already have this, would I buy it today? That question breaks the endowment effect. It forces your brain to evaluate the subscription as if you were a new customer. Before you buy something because it's on sale, ask yourself, what is the absolute dollar amount I am saving? Not the percentage, the actual cash. You might discover that 20% off a $20 item is $4. Not worth the rush. Build friction into bad habits and remove friction from good ones. Make it harder to check your trading app. Delete it from your phone's home screen. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Put your savings on autopilot so you don't have to make a choice every month. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, lives in the same house he bought in 1958. He does not anchor his happiness to what his neighbors have. He anchors it to what he actually needs. And he famously said that his investment rule is simple. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. That is a deliberate override of the crowd's System 1 emotions. You cannot turn off your brain's architecture, but you can decide which decisions to let it make for you. So here's your homework. Look at the last financial decision you made that you regret. Was it a fast decision? Did a deadline or a sale create artificial urgency? Did you feel a strong emotion, fear, excitement, anxiety? The answer will tell you exactly which cognitive rule is still running your life without your permission. If you want to understand more of the hidden rules that control your money and your future, hit subscribe. Let's keep reading the receipts that your own brain tries to erase. Class dismissed. I'll see you in the records.